Okay. I just have to go to Under Armour, which is across the street, and then I can get on my way. Stomach's actually before I do that,
that will only increase ahead of a very broad ground invasion into the territory. Winter is making a very early arrival in parts of the United States today. At least in the Midwest and parts of the South, National Weather Service meteorologist Ashton Robinson Cook says some of the first snow of the season has hit Nebraska and in parts of northern Kansas today, icy conditions. This is SRN News.
Streaming now on smart speakers and the Odyssey app. 8:60 a.m. The Answer. Portions of our programming may be pre-recorded.
Hey, this is Ron Keel, the Metal Cowboy from Keel, the Ron Keel Band and Steeler. We are rocking Around the House with Eric G.
You know, if you've ever tried hiring a contractor out there or even finding one, it can be a hard battle these days. And we got some big reasons why. So I brought on my good friend Kayleen McCabe. You might have seen her on any one of the home improvement channels out there on TV. But she's also a speaker, a skills trade ambassador. Welcome to Around the House, my friend.
Thanks for having me, Eric. It's always awesome to get the chance to hang out with you and catch up.
Across the street.
Oh, it's always fun. It's been too long. I miss those days of us hitting the trade shows so often.
You know, I do too, and then some days I don't.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I see the logo for it.
Kind of nice, because, you know, we're suffering a skilled trade gap across all trades. While, you know, you and I'm obsessed with sawdust and mechanics, we're seeing it in the the aerospace industry as well. And so traveling nowadays is a test and patience.
Yes, it is. And we're going to have to get some more trades out there because, you know, we're seeing it's one of those things that's bad for the homeowner. It's great for the tradesperson, right? You know, all of a sudden now you got electricians and plumbers making 6 figures a year, and they're not having to pay for college. It's a really great deal for them. But the homeowners are now going, hey, why are things so expensive? And it's because, well, there's a battle for people in the trades these days.
Absolutely, and we've been seeing this battle for a few years, and honestly, we should have seen it coming. I mean, a lot of us did years ago, because we've been pushing forever that the only pathway to success is college, and as somebody who didn't go to college but became quite successful because of the trades, I knew this was a lie. And so, you know, we're a few years outside of really things turning around. There has been a lot of movement, a lot of funding has come into career and technical education, which is great. And now we are starting to see schools, you know, high schools starting to promote all options for great careers. So, you know, I know, it's great. We've been seeing it for a while, but gosh, is it challenging because we just need more awareness and really, hi, are you breathing? Come join us at the trades because we have a career for you. And what do you want to do? We got it all.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, we're getting ready as well, though, to lose another generation that's getting ready to retire again. You know, that's out there that's like, hey, I think I'm about ready to, you know, head to the beach, you know, for good and keep the boat out going all year long instead of just a couple days a year because they're working. We got to get the people in there to replace those cats.
We do, and I'm really concerned because with the folks retiring, we're losing brain power. You know, we're losing the folks who know how to pass on this knowledge. And so I'm requesting a few things. So for all of your viewers and your fans, if you know the trades, if you're thinking about retiring, consider teaching. Come into the school system. There's been a lot to make the transition easier coming off the job site into the classroom as far as credentialing and training. And look, teenagers are always going to be teenagers, but in all fairness, teenagers are just like apprentices, so it's fine. So please, don't retire without passing on some of that brain power. But then it's also, all right, you know, let's get students and parents excited about this. How do we let the other gatekeepers know that there are great careers out there? You mentioned it earlier, that the lack of debt that we're seeing our fellow coworkers with is impressive. And, you know, we know from research studies like NCCER had a really good one on restoring the dignity to work. that on average, you're not paying off that simple bachelor's degree that you think you might have to have until you're 45. And so, as a parent, how in good conscience can you encourage your child to have to go to college?
Okay. And